Alrighty, guys, welcome back once again, live at the Leather Pocket for the 2023 Fall Classic. We are underway. B-side match coming your way. Rick Glenn taking on Sean McKay. Promises to be a really great match. Mr. Francis joining in on the mic. How are you, Ben?
Very good, very good.
I think I fixed the camera. No more glitch.
Looks better already. Yeah, what'd you do?
Change the frame rate.
So it was different from the other one.
Yes.
Well, that's not ideal, is it?
Nope. But that's okay.
Now, if only we could figure out the Facebook.
Yes.
So if you are just tuning in, of course, we're only live on YouTube, but make sure you guys share that link on your Facebook page.
Help us out. That would be great.
And we got the two B-side matches happening here, and then we'll have the A-side final after this between myself and Jonathan De La Cruz.
Yeah, still a little bit of pool to go to declare the winner.
Only 6 players left at this stage is really nice, though. What a luxury.
Yeah.
Could be out of here by 7 if we're real lucky.
That would be amazing.
Actually, I think we're already a little bit behind that pace, but that's okay.
7, 8 o'clock. That leaves me a few hours to get some work done tonight.
Well, looks like Rick with the break there made a ball. He's got a shot on the 1. There's a factor here is Sean McKay's played quite a few matches in a row on these 7-foot tables.
Yeah, look at this shot.
And Rick hasn't played one yet. He don't want that to go in. But it's going to.
I think he was playing for that. For the bank. I just don't know whether maybe he wasn't.
No, I don't think so.
Tell.
I think he just didn't catch it with enough siding to get behind the 5, which also made the cue ball straighten out a bit, right? If he caught it with a little more left siding, gets behind the 5, the 1 ball goes wide of the pocket. But
tricky hit here, being a little hampered by the 5.
On reaching.
I
mean, he's not a short guy.
And he's got to load up the left-hand spin if he's going this way.
Yeah, I thought he would go to the end rail too, like you're talking about, by the 4 ball there. 2 rails, right?
Yeah.
He's going to go to the side rail. I don't hate that, as long as the 7 ball isn't too big from there.
He might have to just go straight and use right hand.
Yeah, that's definitely what he's doing. Oh, did he drive by?
He did the drive-by. Scared that 2 ball. I think he might have hit that just a touch hard instead of letting that right hand take off that first rail.
Sean's got to stay back where the cue ball was and shoot the 2 in the upper right. Yeah, I see it now. I was thinking,
just follow it up.
I was thinking Rick left it where you might put ball in hand anyway, so don't overthink it.
No, nothing to it but to do it. Just put it in the pocket.
I kind of had the shot, similar situation earlier yesterday. And the carbon draw is easy, right?
Yeah.
And so I played the draw and miscued. And I stunned
I
stunned right behind the ball. And the full ball hooked myself from ball in hand. Ball in hand, and I go get my jump cue. What?
Yeah.
Not good.
I'll bet you jumped it in, too.
No, I didn't.
Did you get the hit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Actually, no, come to think of that shot, I went for the jump cue because I was angry, and then I realized the jump was not the right shot, and then I kicked it.
And got the kick, or got the hit.
It was like a kick
So long
safety.
as you got
It was a kick safety kind of thing.
Of course it was.
It was the smarter shot, right? I just play. If you guys watch me play, I'm constantly trying to just play the right shot. What is the highest percentage?
There was actually somebody on yesterday who was saying that's now what he's attempting to do is change his game, even though it might be a more difficult shot, but to always play the right shot.
Correct. I'm a huge believer of that.
Yeah.
And even if it is difficult, if it's correct, then eventually you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
So,
either over or under hit here.
I think way under. I think he was going above it. By the looks of the siding he played, right?
Yeah.
If he was playing the 6 in the side, I feel like he might have stretched it a little more, right?
Yeah.
Well, Dave Martin in the house coming to watch good matches here. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
he's
really
a big pool fan too, so.
From here on out, I think we're you're at the top of the pack now.
Cream of the crop, rising. Long races, though. Long race 10-ball winner breaks. That's kind of what you're going to see a lot is the top-end guys near the end of the tournament. Although, you still got to get some rolls, I've definitely had my fair share already. Hoping for a whole bunch more still. Sean not looking like he needs too many rolls. He's just
No.
steady Eddie.
He is very, very consistent.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it in the last match. You know, he's like a Sean Yee. He's kind of always in the juice, you know, always near the end stages of these tournaments. Just finds a way, whether it's handicapped or not, you know.
Yeah.
So this shot looks way harder on the 9-foot, especially if you're right-handed.
Yeah, a hanger on the 7.
And for a lefty, especially a hanger.
Yeah.
He'll never miss that if he shoots it 5,000 times.
'Tis true.
Nice. Shout out to my man Ben DeWolf with DCL Labor and Contract and helping out with the added money again. Can't thank him enough.
Yeah, always a big supporter of the events that we have here locally.
And him and his wife do a lot of work just helping me keep the room nice, which I've had a lot of great compliments about. We've had a lot of great compliments about, I should say. Coming from this guy we're watching Rack, he told me a couple of months ago that this was his favorite room because of the balls and the cloth. And then Brady Golan told me this was the nicest pool conditions he's ever played in. And that's
really
a crazy tall statement coming from him.
That is, he's played in a few events.
And I had to stop for a minute and think about it. And I thought, he said pool because he played at the Crucible.
Yeah,
playing snooker.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good conditions.
I thought, yeah, he's not blowing my head up too much here, right? Yeah. Which he is a really nice guy, but he also wouldn't lie to me, and neither would Sean McKay. Sean will tell you if there's something wrong, right?
Yeah.
Sean will tell you, hey, that ball rolled. These balls are no good.
Yeah.
Cloth is horrible, or whatever, right? He's not shy to tell you.
It's one of the things I respect about him.
Me too, of course, right?
Good, bad, or indifferent, he'll just tell you straight.
Yeah, tell you how it is, right? And in a nice way, though. Like, he won't, he's never rude about it or anything, but he will tell you, hey, we need to discuss this kind of thing. It needs to be talked about. And
yeah.
So for him to tell me, you really love the balls and stuff, too, it was like, that's amazing.
Well, I think a portion of that shout-out has to go to Predator as well.
It goes to, like, you and Predator and Jeff and Len and just everybody who, you know, Aramith.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely Predator.
They're a really nice set. Mm-hmm. They play well. The balance is nice. The weight's nice. Just everything about them.
I'm obviously a little bit biased, but I'm not going to lie to you guys either. And these are the best balls I've ever played with, for sure.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Tricky here.
For a second there, I thought maybe we didn't have sound because nobody's commented, but, you know, it's okay. Somebody will let us know they're live in the YouTube chat eventually.
Yeah. Now I notice it right away.
Yeah. Yeah, the bouncing bar.
If there's no bouncing bar, then I just shut it down, redo it, and bring it back up again.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Now
He's going to be shooting again.
Yeah, it is Sean's option, right? He can give this back to Rick if he wanted to.
You know what a lot of players don't do is get up and look at it. They're just like, oh, you're hooked. You're shooting again.
Yeah.
Sean, too smart for that. He said, if there's an easy kick safe here, I'm not going to miss it.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not that hard. It's just the 6 is in the way of getting the 1 ball free.
Is there a shot to go 2 rail to kick it? To kick that 1? I think that would potentially get better results.
It wants to leak the cue ball out a lot that way too.
Yeah.
But I think this way is just fine. You just have to get the speed right, you know?
Yeah.
You kind of got to stick it, and you got to get the 1 off half of the 6. No, if he was trying to go the other way, that's not bad either. Like, get the cue ball down table.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like trying to stick it there, hope the 1 hits half of the 6 and flies down table, you know?
Yeah.
But another thing I don't see enough players do is walk around and look at it from the other side. Because your peripheral won't really, or your depth perception, rather, won't really let you see how far it is off the rail.
Yeah.
And exactly how much room you have there behind it.
Yeah.
So you got to walk
I kind of
around.
thought that 2 rail might just clip that 1 and send the 1 over here and sit on top of that.
And this is kind of why I bring up walking around it, because maybe you walk around and then you see that.
Yeah.
You know, and you see, oh, it's got a nice distance off the rail for this 2 railer over here.
Yep.
But you miss a beat if you don't go over and look. I mean, Rick's not missing.
You limit your options is really what it is.
Rick is really an experienced player, of course, but third perspective was how somebody worded it yesterday. I loved that.
Yeah, that is
and just give yourself as much information as you can get is what I always tell players.
Yeah. And I think that's this weekend. If I had to take anything out of my game, I really didn't go look. I just got down and fired in the ball.
I saw you do it, but you were doing that well when I was watching. You were like in a good rhythm, and you were just kind of like smoothing balls in.
Yeah.
But definitely, I mean, 1 or 2 shots, you can always look back and think.
Yeah, and that's the ones I'm more referencing,
second.
right? The ones that you can afford to kind of just, I won't say freewheel, but they're fairly good hangers.
You take it for granted a little
You
bit.
do, right?
Yeah.
And then when you get down into the nitty gritty and you actually have to stop, go take a look at all the options.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing I just didn't do well this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, the walk around and the options and the give yourself all the info and,
Yeah.
all the data you can get before.
Well, maybe that
shoot
would have
some of the tricky
calmed
shots.
myself down, and I really let my my shake bug me more so than.
I like that you said calm yourself down, because I did that a whole bunch in this last match here against Samson. There were a bunch of balls where I was like gonna shoot right away, but I wasn't calm enough yet.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm gonna miss this because I'm not ready yet. And so I walked around and I was wiping down my cue with my towel. You don't see me do that too much. The Eric Vargas move in between shots.
Yeah. Well, and I wish I would have done that more, because I look at the number of 8-ball, 9-ball, 10 balls that I rattled.
Just the late shots, the key balls.
And they're key to winning, right?
And that's good learning tips for like everybody out there listening to, right? That's why I love talking about these things. Oh, I thought he missed that.
I did too.
Yikes. Good shot.
But I'll tell you, it opened up the table. It's home free from here.
And I like that we analyze like that all the time too, because, it shows players that that's what you have to do. You can't just lose the tournament and go home and cry about it.
No.
You got to figure out what you did good and what you didn't do good so you can correct
well,
next
I mean,
time.
You'll get some players that, blame the equipment, blame this, blame that.
Yeah, the blame
and I think
game,
I think that's, from my perspective, perhaps a little short-sighted, and not taking ownership of what you can do and giving yourself the power to correct it.
And it takes
right?
away from the learning. You
Yeah.
don't learn if you're making excuses like, why aren't we using a magic rack on the 7-foot?
Yeah.
That's obviously not why you lost a match.
No.
Like, you can definitely overcome that because your opponent's breaking with the triangle too.
That's right. Well, I mean, all
but
things
just
being
little
equal,
things
right?
like, just trying to not let those things get to you, because otherwise when you miss a ball, you just blame something and you don't correct the mistake.
No, I like a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah.
Right. I
That's
like
the way,
to win, lose, or draw. I want to give myself the power to learn the lessons.
That's right.
Right.
That's
and
right.
I try to do that in business too.
Well, and you can't just say, oh, the guy drilled me, I had no chance. It's like, where did I have a chance to make an impact?
Yep.
And next time, that's what I have to do.
That's right.
That's it. And you're mostly always going to have some kind of chance.
Yep.
I
will
mean,
say
maybe you lose the leg.
What was the last event that it was the Hui Memorial, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The one before this?
Yeah,
When
2
I
weeks
played
ago.
Mike Pringle Isaac.
Yeah.
And I
like
made
one mistake.
One
and he
mistake.
just drills you. Yeah. That's all
And
it
in
takes,
those
right?
cases, I mean, the lesson for me is, look, I shot the best that I could shoot. There's nothing wrong with what I did.
No.
Right? I made one mistake, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do. And so I look at that and go, okay, maybe I do that next time.
Yeah. But you can also think, without that one mistake,
Yeah.
Could
it have changed the outcome?
Could you affect the outcome? Absolutely, you could.
I agree.
And it's oftentimes we're just like, well, we couldn't affect the outcome, right?
Yeah. Well, that
Guy
one was
played too good.
that one was a glaring, obvious. My mistake. I missed.
Yeah,
this is
just
what I
one,
missed.
and
right?
that's all it takes,
Is
right?
a 2-ball like this. 2 balls on the rail. I'm sitting right here.
Yeah.
And I took it for granted.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. And that's all it takes, right? And I've said before too, sometimes you just give your opponent like one shot and they find their stroke.
Yep.
Maybe they're struggling before. You don't really know.
Yeah.
But sometimes you see them struggling a lot, and then you just hang a ball up and they run out, and all of a sudden they're like hopping around the table, just strutting, and they're feeling it because you let them feel it.
That's it.
If you just keep them struggling, that's the key.
Yeah.
Key
And
moments
I won't,
and key balls. And
I try not to put, and I won't put myself on a pedestal and knowing everything. I
No,
don't.
nobody
That's why I
does.
got to be the student of the game.
that's right. And that's the best mindset is like pool is never-ending learning, right?
Yeah.
You got to play for 10 years to learn all the shots, and then you can take up one pocket.
A little unfortunate from Rick there to get that 8-ball kind of in the way.
I think he's just got this. just.
He's giving it the one-eyed wink. You know it's tight when.
Is he gonna full cue?
I
Just
think he's
hop this
just
one
got
over
a
the
touch
edge.
of hop here. Yeah, just a touch, but hangs it.
One thing I did notice there, I haven't watched Rick's grip that much, but it looked pretty tight on that shot. He looked like he was like squeezing the life out of that cue.
Yeah, I think that's Rick though. I think that's his normal.
That's how I've never really watched his grip
Yeah.
that much. Yeah.
Same as his. He's got a really quick back and forth practice stroke routine.
Yeah.
We
It's
noticed that in the
unique,
last
yeah.
stream.
It is unique. He's such a good player. I thought he was going to make a little comeback there on Jonathan, to be honest.
I did too. Well, and he had the opportunities, just couldn't get the rubs. It was stuff
wow,
like this.
Speaking of get the rubs.
Yeah, it was stuff like that. That's what was happening
Oh,
with Rick in the last match.
My goodness.
Right now, again,
It was thunderstorming, yeah.
Yeah. You can't take anything away from Jonathan and
No,
what
no,
he did, but
still, yeah, the rolls. Actually, I said to Jonathan after the match, I said, "You're too good, like too good." I always say, "Too good, too good," and he said, "No, I get all the good rolls, you know."
yeah,
Lots of mistakes. He said he missed too many balls and let me back in lots, and
yeah,
so he was admitting too that it wasn't much him.
yeah.
It was a lot of
But
the roll of
it's,
the ball too, you know.
Yeah, and
That's the game,
I
though.
think with the mentality there is you have to kind of take the wins as they come, and if the pool gods are, putting things in your favor, then accept the gift, right? Because it doesn't always go that way.
Oh,
right?
it comes around for sure. It goes around, comes around, you know. Balls roll funny for everyone, and they roll good for everyone sometimes too. So
Yeah, a little bit straight here on this 7, apparently.
he's got a nice with the carbon. He's
Yeah,
got a nice
it's
smooth stroke
Smooth
on
stroke
this one.
draw down to the right side.
But that's where the tight wrist, the death grip,
Yep.
and I shouldn't say death grip, but he's squeezing it.
Yeah.
It makes the draw shot really hard.
Yeah.
The draw is mostly in your wrist, a little snap of the wrist.
Yeah. And I like this. Nice little simple bank
He's
shot.
gonna
He
make
kind of chicken winged that
I
a
thought
little
he was
bit.
going to make it. I really did.
Yeah. Kind of stood up and chicken winged in that shot.
Yeah. On Sean with life after that
Oh,
brutal
yeah.
kiss in the side.
Licking his lips.
Absolute brutal. He gave the sign language of breaking his cue over his knee, which he would never do, but
No.
that's how thrilled he was about that weird kiss in the side. He thought, "Are you kidding me?"
Well, I mean, you gotta think this is only rack number 2, and he's already kind of like, that can't happen in this match. You know what I mean?
Rack 3,
Or
it's
rack
already
3,
happening.
yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, it can't be already happening, right?
Yeah.
And then
And because he knows, right?
Gives
You
this one
can't
back.
do that stuff against an opponent like Rick.
no, it's at that stage in the tournament now where you can't be making too many mistakes.
Yeah.
Little rail first here. Yeah, I thought he might try to tickle the rail first, get underneath the 9.
Yeah.
But I also don't hate drawing that ball, but maybe just after the last stroke he didn't draw it how he wanted. He was a little tentative.
Yeah.
Play this one with top. It's
Uh-oh.
easier. Oh, they're hacking it up now. That's a couple of misses from Rick here. That's
Well,
not-
are you starting to see pressure a little bit play in, knowing, hey, I'm getting down into the bottom end of the tournament and have a chance to come back on the B side, even though they're well versed in this. They're on the stream. They both know they're on the stream.
There's pressure for sure.
There is pressure there.
I think a big factor for Rick is the fact that he hasn't played on the 7-foot yet.
Yeah, this is
First match on the 7.
Yeah,
And Sean has played a whole bunch.
yeah, nice weight here. How do you hit it?
Oh, yeah. Sweet is how he hit it.
Perfect does the trick.
And I think Jonathan Sampson is shooting the 10 ball to go up 3-0 on Brady Golan over there.
Yeah, we saw that last match. Sean was up 4-0 on Brady, and Brady come back and took it to town.
So let's see. Sean McKay has played 1, 2, 3, 4 matches on the B side. So making a little B side tear there. He beat John Pay Pompey, then Albert, Glenn, then Plowman.
Now in with Rick.
Storming through the B side a bit there.
Yeah. Final 4 of the B side. We're down to, I believe, the final 2.
2 on the A side, 4 on the B
A
side. Only 6 players remain to see.
We're about to cut 2 out with the 2 matches that we have going on. This one and Brady Golan and Mr. Sampson.
That's right. We're about to be down to 4 players. Sampson indeed making the 10. Marking his score 3-0. Look at this. Look at this.
Well,
He's
two's a
left-handed.
little tricky.
Factor here. Lefty.
Yeah.
Lefty, he can reach it, I believe. He just lean over, right? I think. Standing down there leads me to believe maybe he can't reach it. Yeah, okay. This is definitely a factor because he needs to get this rest out of the way.
Yeah. So there's a trick that I was told or shown. I can't remember who showed me, but you see how he's crossed his arms like this? You got to grab the butt end of that rest, and as you stroke, you lift up with your opposite hand. Right?
That's
if you
beautiful.
lift the rest up, it automatically takes the cue up.
Takes the cue up, too. He made a beauty of a shot there. And if
Sure
you notice,
did.
Sean is one of those players, and it only is applicable to lefties for some reason, where he shoots with his opposite hand with the rest.
Yeah, very
Puts
interesting.
the shooting cue in his right hand, even though he's a lefty.
What's going on, Scott? Tuning in from New Jersey in the house.
I was just going to check if anybody was alive in the YouTube chat.
I think on YouTube, most are probably Chromecasting or broadcasting to TVs
Oh, yeah.
or what have you. So, YouTube has always been a little light as far as comments go. It's more on Facebook where we get engagement, or a lot of engagement. Not sure that that ended where he wanted it to, but it's not an easy safety back here from Rick. The hit is obviously there, and I think he's right. Call the 6, play the carom, cue ball off the 5 into the 6. Even at that, not an easy shot. You've got to be able to gauge the hit off the 5 and into where you need it on the 6. Comes into it a little thick. And Rick's got to, be feeling a little bit as to what is going on here. Just not getting the rubs, the rolls, things not going his way, carrying over from the last match that he played on the 9-foot. And is that a factor? Does that play in? I think it does. Nice little right-hand spin on the cue ball, avoids collision with the 8 nicely. Like shooting fish in a barrel from this point for Mr. McKay to extend his lead. So it is a B-side match. They are racing to 7 on the 1-loss side.
Which is fairly short. It's going to go quick.
It can, being winner break, which I actually like. It didn't work for me. It worked against me on this tournament, but I like the format.
It's the right way.
It is the right way.
And on the note of this could go quick, I'm not going to stay for the whole match here because I am going to probably go grab a snack about halfway through and then
Eating, what's that?
Hit some balls.
What does that look like?
Hit some balls. Got to try to beat that little De La Cruz who's playing hot.
He is playing hot.
Looks like Brady's going to get on the board on that other table there. He's on the 10 ball.
Yeah, we kind of saw this out of him last time.
Winner breaks.
And I think he's quite comfortable being down that amount, knowing it's winner break. I had a good conversation with him outside. And he says at the point that he's at in his career, he's played so many different tournaments and so on and so forth, that sometimes it's hard to kind of get engaged with it.
Oh, of course.
And push and be hungry for the win.
It's easier when you're behind
Yeah.
than when you're ahead.
Yeah. So, Brady, even though down, 3 or 4?
3-1 now, yeah.
3-1? Yeah, he's not out of that by any stretch.
No problem, yeah.
And I think he actually prefers it.
I'm notorious for that. I'm really good at the start of the match. I'm really good at the end of the match. But in the middle, I totally go to sleep
Yeah.
because it feels like there's not as much going on, right?
Yeah.
At the start, it's like, I've been thinking about this. I'm hungry to go. Like, let's go, right?
Yeah.
And at the end, I'm like, okay, I'm near the finish line. Let's close this out. But in the middle, I'm thinking, like, what is the point of these games?
Can we be at the end already?
Can we skip? Can we fast forward? You know, it's like typical of this generation too. I shouldn't say my generation, but kind of like this generation now. We're all like very much.
Yeah.
We need a quick fix.
Yeah, get me to
right?
the end.
Like a 30-second video that'll entertain me, and then give me the next 30-second video, like right now.
Yeah.
I don't need like a 3-minute explanation of the video.
Yeah.
First, I just need the entertainment quick, right?
Yeah. Which is a double-edged sword.
For
Can
sure.
work for you or against you.
Yeah, it can work for you in a lot of ways. That's definitely a thing, but I think the attention span is lacking for most of us now, right?
Yeah.
And it's only going to get worse, I think, with the
generation to follow.
technology and stuff too, and not just the generation, but like we're going to turn into zombies too, you and I.
Oh no, I won't be.
Well,
I mean,
much,
I'm a work
but
zombie.
we'll change, right?
Yeah,
We'll
I'm a
change.
work zombie, and there's some things that we're going to utilize with technology and so on and so forth. So, I can understand the implications of technology on us going forward.
I think my son's principal last year said it best. He said, I used to love watching documentaries, you know,
Yeah.
like nature documentaries, stuff like that. And he
Yeah.
said, I just can't watch them anymore. They're not entertaining quickly enough.
Yeah,
And he said that's purely from like TikTok and stuff like that, right?
For
The
sure.
short, quick fix
Yep.
entertainment is needed. We can't be,
yeah.
you know.
Which is both good and bad, right? It's a double-edged sword on both of those,
Yeah.
and you know.
We'll just roll with it. I think there's a possibility one day we'll be playing this tournament with just a virtual headset on in our living
Probably.
room.
Probably.
It'll be the same
Well, I mean,
thing, right?
yeah,
Your
yeah,
same
we'll be-
techniques and like you spin the ball the same, do all the same stuff, right?
Yeah, you can. I mean, we have the capability of remote commentary, the same as everybody
Exactly,
else.
yeah.
Right? I don't have to be here.
Being a little virtual
be at
world.
home.
Yeah, watching on a screen. Look at
Oh,
this
nice
shot. Oh, that was
shot.
beautiful.
That was really well done. Makes the 10. It will get spotted.
Right in the way.
Right, dead in the way. Yeah, and
So how's your luck?
it just has to be playing in Rick's mind. Like, what
man.
is going on?
Catch a roll. But I say this all the time. I know I preach this too much, but I'll take the rolls at the end.
Yeah, I agree.
So if I'm Rick, I'm thinking that right now. I'm like, I just got to fade these for a little bit, keep it close, you know, get near the end, and then I'll get the rolls, right?
Yeah, and the key is not kind of giving up,
Yeah, don't panic.
or you know, not playing, just waiting for the rolls to
Yeah.
go your way.
Yeah, just
right,
keep
you'll
fighting.
create a lot of
Just
your own
fight.
luck.
Yeah, just fight. Eric is good at that. You
Yeah.
watch Eric, he just fights. You know, he's just always fighting for every ball, every little inch he can get.
Yeah,
This is a instance. Rick didn't one-stroke this kick shot.
nope.
You know, he went overlooked. He's taking his time. He's like going to try to find a good shot, even though he got really unlucky.
Yeah,
But
Just
sometimes
just
it's just pouring rain, like
Yeah.
thunderstorms. You know, it's
Yeah.
probably starting to hail.
well, and it's maybe it's the pool god's way of testing the mental capacity of what Rick's got, because
Yeah,
he
you
is
test your
just
patience.
not getting. He's not getting the breaks. The pool gods, he's made angry in some way.
He's a pretty cool cucumber, though.
He sure
I'm
is.
looking at him sitting in his chair there. He's not shaking his head. He doesn't have his head down. He's he's staying pretty cool.
Yeah.
But those were two not very good rolls. Did Sean come up a little bit short
A
here?
lot short.
Get to the 4?
A lot short.
Oh, you tell by the deep breath and the shake of the head that he's not even close to where he needed to be. And that's a big mistake from ball in hand.
Yeah. Mr. Golan about to bury another 10 ball here.
Yeah, 3,
Plot 3-2.
2, soon to be. Winner breaks, right? Winner breaks. You don't even put it by somebody like him just running all 7 racks. Right?
Yep,
It's
like
not-
100%. So long as he gets a ball on the break and gets to see the next ball.
Yeah, and even
He's
just like
dangerous.
one safety here and there, like
Yeah.
that, like you said, see the ball. Like that's all it takes. You like see it, play safe, run out,
Yep.
break, run out, see it, play safe. You know, just like Samson could never have a good shot again, right?
Yep.
A makeable shot. No, don't hit the horn. That was the only thing that could go wrong because the 6 was going to cover the 4 no matter where that ended up.
Yep.
all you had to do was beat the horn of the side pocket. That horn jumps out at you all the time, right?
Sure does. Well, we'll see if Rick can fade any of the pool gods getting in his way here.
Yeah, and he kind of faded one there, right? He's
Yeah.
back at this table, a chance to win this game. So, not exactly
Not
where
ideal.
he needs to be.
Not ideal at
just-
all.
Okay, I don't think he can pinch it off 2 rails. He might have to load this up and draw it. He's gonna try to pinch it off 2.
Go forward.
Oh,
Forward in.
he did have enough to miss the 8. Nice. That's good because he had to be on this side of the ball.
Yeah.
There's no way he was on the other side of it and getting to the 8.
Got in a little bit tight here.
I think it's okay, just a 2 rail.
Yep.
Just send the cue ball back and forth, nice and easy. Don't have to overhit it because the table's playing quick.
But
See
you
that bounce?
gotta get there.
You see how much it bounces there, though?
Yeah,
Like
totally.
It's nice and easy. You just let the table do the work, right?
Yeah. I would have been a little more comfortable with maybe one more revolution.
One more revolution. Isn't that how it always is, though?
Yeah.
You always think, man, if this ball just rolled one more ball roll. So line in below this one. This is the one you kind of rather be above, but
Yep.
you didn't want to flirt with the 10.
That's right.
I might have contemplated running down the other side of the table, to be honest.
I agree. Yeah.
But maybe the spin wasn't conducive of doing that, I don't think.
Yeah.
This is thin,
It's
and the cue ball's straight in the
tricky.
side pocket, right?
Yeah. Well, and even when you load it up with bottom to avoid the side, it brings in the bottom left-hand corner.
It brings in the right-hand side.
Yes.
Big time.
Yeah.
That 2 rail with the left spin, with the running spin, is going straight towards the right-hand side pocket.
Yeah. This is all about the weight, I think.
He's overcutting this to miss. Yeah, no, don't do it, Rick. Don't shoot.
There is a safety option. He can. Yep. That's what he's going for.
I like
the
that.
two-way.
I like that. You were just about to call that too.
I
It's
sure
like This
was.
little 2-way shot is nice. Just got to get the speed right. You probably make it a lot anyway, just like that.
Yeah.
You probably make it a lot anyway. Good
Yeah.
shot.
Now he well overhit that in order to play the two-way, but I like the confidence.
Oh yeah, like there. I don't think there was much 2-way happening
Not
there. It was
there,
just
nope.
all fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I might have hit it like a little
Just
softer.
pocket weight, right?
Yeah, try to like hold it over there just in case I
Just in
miss.
case,
you know?
yeah. Because you're always going to have a shot on the 10.
That's right. All right, who's got their jam up kicks already? Anybody got jam up shoes out there yet?
I do.
I know you do.
Well, you didn't clarify.
That was a fair response.
It was. I thought it
I'll
was.
give you that one.
Okay, we got 54 viewers on viewing with us at this point. Who out of 54 didn't even know that Jam Up released shoes? It's called foot gear.
Who did it? Who knows? Who doesn't know? Or who has some already? Rick with the break here. Makes the 4-railer. He has a shot on the 1. So I like Jay's comment here is Rick playing again. Was a beast in the 90s and 2000s.
He was a monster.
He came back like a few years ago when we had the pleasure of streaming VNEA Vegas. And I remembered last night and I felt so bad because on Friday night I was talking about this and I forgot the 5th player, or the 6th player rather, that was on that team. So they won the VNEA Intermediate Championship and it was so much fun to watch because Justin and Kevin Beavis were on that team.
Yep.
And they ERO at the same time and then hug each other, and it was like the greatest thing, right? Father
no
and
doubt.
son. So it was Justin, Kevin, Rick, Derek Moore, Wade Schmidt, and I feel horrible that I forgot him, but Jackson was the other player.
Oh, Jackson Clifford, yeah.
I was thinking last night, I'm like racking my brain. I got to remember who it was.
Yeah.
Can't forget. So I'm glad it came up again today.
Yeah.
So I can redeem myself just in case Jackson listens. But he hasn't been around for a bit either. I think he's been spending some time on the road, right?
Yeah.
You probably know better than I do. The goings-on of Jackson and Stephanie Ho, right?
I don't actually.
No. Oh, okay.
No,
Well, fair enough.
Steph. My Steph would know.
Steph would know, yeah.
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 But
Steph would be privy because of the kids,
yes.
right?
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
having another one, right? Or did they already have?
I think they had.
Did they have?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they did. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They did. So that's why we haven't seen either one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a boy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got a girl and a boy now. Okay. Okay. Well, Jackson, if you're out there listening, we miss you, pal.
Indeed.
Okay. Sean,
Another
at this.
force of power back in the day.
Yeah, your name gets brought up a little bit around here because Ben DeWolf likes to talk about you. There he is in the comments, too. But, yeah, just because some of these young juniors that we have are wicked talented.
Yeah.
And then so Ben always brings up Jackson's name because Jackson was very talented at a young age, too.
Very naturally talented.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah. When he gets on a roll, man, he's an unstoppable force.
So a decent shot from Sean McKay there. Probably a hair more he would have loved, but he did get cover. So Rick is kicking. I thought he might be able to see the edge. 2 rails into this.
Rail, nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, no.
He's okay. I think he called it, and he can see this. That was beautiful.
Did he call that?
He called it.
Attaboy, Rick.
Yeah, you call that shot in 10 ball just because
Yeah,
it'll
of
go
course,
in sometimes,
just because.
right?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, it just banks up table. Right?
Yeah, tight pocket by the
But
4,
look
though.
at that. He kind of got a roll, right?
Yeah.
He could have ended up behind the 7.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Is that
Is it turning
the
around?
turning of the table?
Yeah, it could be because that was also a good shot to hold it.
But did he? Is he there?
He is. Because he needs a little left spin anyway to get to the 6. So if he has to swerve it a touch, 4 is nice and close to the hole. Don't matter, right?
Oh, yeah. Nice and easy.
That could be, that little 2-rail kick could have been
TSN.
the turning point, I think. I do think it is the turning point.
In this game, for sure. We'll see what it does for the rest of the match.
And Brady tied it up over there. To no one's surprise.
Yep.
3-3, Brady,
Par for the
Golan,
course.
and Jonathan Sampson. Jonathan's having a great tournament as well.
Yeah, he's playing well.
I feel quite fortunate to have won that match the way I did because he's been on a mission.
No doubt.
And I know he was hungry to beat me, and so, I feel fortunate.
So I'll follow up on my previous question as to if anybody out there didn't know that Jam Up released shoes. If you missed the Black Friday sale and you still want to take advantage and get shoes at a discounted rate, just let me know.
CSL viewers get all the special discounts.
It's true. Even though Black Friday is over, I might know somebody that could get a 25% discount.
Benny wants to know how. He said how. Message Grant. That's the way.
You know what? I'll actually create a code and I'll let you know.
There you go. Done and done. Well, we got you in the house there, Ben. Thanks again a bunch. I can't thank you enough for the added money, pal.
Yeah.
Always helping out with the prize money here at these LP tournaments. And not just that, but helping me with the room in general is like I couldn't do it without you.
Yeah.
And Maria especially. Can never thank you guys enough, so I always try to.
Indeed. So I think I'm going to create a 25% discount code. Is there anybody else besides Ben DeWolf that's currently viewing that would want that? Just because I can.
There you go. Plowman wants some, but he says he's going to get in touch because he wants some shoes.
Yep.
I'm going to get some yellow
Well,
ones.
therefore, I mean, Ben DeWolf, you can get a hold of me. Kevin can get a hold of me. I'm just trying to filter through and see if I have to post it out.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be people on here that perhaps are not friends on Facebook.
I got 62 viewers, so I would imagine they're not all friends with you.
I would imagine not all of them.
But those 3 are. Derek Moore, too. He wants them.
Okay.
Me.
I already knew you.
Me, too. Yellow ones to match my yellow leather pocket jersey. And then black on black to wear at pro events. Gotta
Like
have the
these
black on
ones?
black. Yeah. You already
So-
know what I was referring to.
I do. These ones, so the next ones that we have coming out are released this coming Friday.
Oh, that's
And
soon.
Yeah, we're going to release a new style every 2 weeks.
Oh, you did tell me that.
Yeah. And these ones look more like Yeezys.
Yeezys, yeah.
that are
Yeah.
coming out.
So they're like I think I know what those look like. I'm kind of hip with the new stuff, but
Yes. So the Yeezys are not my particular style,
no,
but I
like
know that
you
they,
even had trouble saying the word Yeezy.
I do. I do.
That's how I feel when I say it too. Oh, just missed the discount. Isn't that the worst? Next time.
Next time.
There's always next time.
This is what you get for tuning in to Q Sports Live.
That's right.
All the special deals go to Q Sports Live, but or Q Sports Live viewers anyway.
That's right.
So then it's the next release after that. So these ones that are coming out, I believe, are the referenced as the B-52s, and then we have the F-16. I think is the name of the next release. That's the style that'll be like these.
The F-16.
Yeah.
That's the one I got to keep an eye out for,
Yeah.
Oh, Sean McKay gets a little jelly roll there. But we said this before, it pays to hit him.
Sure does.
Sometimes when you hit him good, you get a result, and he sure did hit that one good. So I think I'm going to watch this game, and then I'm going to go grab a little snack. Just a couple of...
I should probably
I got
I
got almonds back there.
Nice. I might
Power
actually
food.
order something to eat. I should maybe eat today.
I should probably do that too, yeah. That is very necessary. You need power.
I do. Otherwise, I get the hangry thing going on.
I get real hangry, yeah. Definitely not myself. So looks like good hit from Rick there, but he's going to have another tough shot coming up because I think Sean's going to put him right behind the 6.
Yeah.
And like real tight to the 6. Although I don't love putting the 2 near the rail there. I might have leave the 2 hung out to dry somewhere.
I think he's got a double rail kick.
That's what I mean.
The Efren style.
Yeah. Well, and he's got more options this way than if the 2 was like parallel with the 3.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's a really great shot from Sean still.
Interesting. How's he going to get
3-3.
there? Is he going between the 4-7?
I think he's going 2 rails, yeah, between the 4-7 with some inside spin, but it's really tricky to judge. But that might be the best play, you know. How about the Z shot is too much left siding to miss the 4, and then it's kind of going to maybe miss the 2 as well. We'll see what he does here. I don't mind this 2 rail path he's looking at here. This is kind of what I was talking about with, you know, if the 2 is on the parallel of the 3, then this shot is not there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but if he has to aim way down there, then I feel like it's not possible.
Oh, he got the hit.
What a shot.
Oh, no.
Don't do that.
Oh, no. Do.
Wah, 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 wah. That sucked. That was another tough roll from Rick because he left the 2 down here. There's a million ways he's getting safe if it doesn't scratch.
No
right?
doubt. Just not getting the best of it. He's got 1 or 2, but I think you got to give it to Sean McKay getting most of the rubs rolls going his way.
It seems to be that way so far.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Jonathan Sampson regained a lead over there. Stop the bleeding. It's now 4-3 Sampson over Brady Golan on the other table, the other B-side match. You ever seen how much the carpet is floating in here?
Huh?
You see how much the carpet is moving in here, floating?
Oh, yeah.
So look how far off these 2 tables are.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. It moves with the frost.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The heaving of the floor.
That's right. That's why the sidewalks in Calgary are all messed up. Roads are all screwy.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Edmonton, they're even worse, right? Because you can't keep them straight with the frost. This looks good, but the 5 to the 6 is tough, right? Does he lay up underneath this off 2 rails? I think so, right?
I think so. It's off the rail, I think.
Just a hair, yeah.
Just a hair, so it can pot down to the bottom right-hand corner here.
And the 7 is kind of close by, so you don't have to do too much from the 6 to the 7. But if you land with too much angle on the 6, it's not a fun shot.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a nightmare. You do want some just to pop off the rail after you're done with the
Like
6.
a hair of it, yeah. It's so
Oh,
hard.
no,
He
look
might
out.
be into the 8 and not liking this shot.
He is, believe it or not, okay.
He put his hand up in there because he can see the 6, but it's still not an easy shot. This is very missable.
But definitely he will take this over being hooked behind the
I
eight.
don't know if I put my hand in the air until I make the 6, though. Then I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing if I miss the 6 here, because I'm not where I want it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Sean's a fun guy.
Oh,
He knew he was going to drill that.
Hits it perfect.
It's a sweet shot. Kind of another example, though. I mean, we're probably talking about it too much, but the roll of the ball,
Yeah.
such a factor. Rick is not getting it, and there's a roll for Sean,
Yeah.
Could have been behind
It didn't
the 8.
have to be that.
Oh.
Right?
Because he did miss-hit the 5.
Oh, completely.
By quite a bit. But that's the game, right? We all know it.
Yep.
Name of the game.
'Tis true. Some nice inside juice.
Yeah, he wanted to be
McKay.
close to straight on this because he wants to draw back to play the 10 in the side next. That's the closest pocket.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have hated leaving a little more angle on the 9 and then playing the 10 in the top left.
Yep.
to be
This still
honest.
works, though.
This
This is a nice little draw off that right side rail.
This can
my
happen, though.
goodness.
But do you see kind of what I was getting at
Yeah,
there?
for sure.
If you leave more angle on the 9, then you play it in a speed where you never miss it.
Yeah. But
And the 10 in the corner is
Is
fine.
this froze?
No, it's not. There's some distance. 9's off the rail.
Got to go into this with left hand.
I think.
Yeah, you can see it. Drilling this with some left hand.
I don't know if it's left. It might be right.
Or right hand, sorry.
Yeah. To get out there.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
got the carbon juice on that one.
Sure did.
Better to get too much than not enough in that situation. This 10 ball, is this going to be his first lead of the match?
I think so.
I think so. Perfect time for me to run away. 4-3 on both tables. It's been a blast. I'll be back later.
Indeed. Thanks, Ben. I don't even know what I want. Yep. So it's got to feel good, I guess, in Rick's head, right? Because you haven't got the best of the rubs and the rolls. That's kind of gone in the way of Sean McKay, but somehow leading the match 4-3. And just, of course, as I say it, look at this, making everything on the break. Unfortunately, that includes the cue ball. Sean up and out of his seat like a lightning bolt. Got to be a little careful here at the start from 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Once that's done, she's duck soup from there. And Justin, I see your message to me on Messenger. I will get back to you at some point today when we've got a break in the action. I do want to eat something at some point, but I will certainly get back to you with that. Yeah, good way to look for Sean, weighing out the options. Does he want to stay to the left side of the 8 ball or the right side? I favor staying to the left side. Playing that tight window on the bottom. And instead just takes the 8 right out of the equation. That will also do. Order pizza. Dang, that does sound like a good idea. Although being at the pool hall, I should probably eat here and support them. I do like the option though. Pizza would be good. I'm a big fan of pizza, and I am also a big fan of pineapple does belong on pizza. To square the match, Mr. McKay with the deposit of this 10 ball. And does just that. Barbox 10 ball is the best game. It depends on what light, in my opinion, you are viewing it from. As a player, yes, I would agree with you. As a industry leading game, I think it is second on the list next to 8 ball, because in my opinion, 8 ball is more relevant to more people, whether they play league, not play league, pool players, what have you. 8 ball tends to be the game that people do play in bars. So when your buddies go out and we go play at the local watering hole, chances are that there are a lot of guys out there, and ladies for that matter, that have played on a bar table and played some 8 ball pool at some point in life. Thought they sold pizza. That's a dang good suggestion. They need to start selling pizza. Dry break from Mr. McKay. How are we looking on the other? Mr. Sampson now leading 5-3 over Brady Golan. Race to 7 here on the one loss side. Next match up on the live stream will be your A-side finals. We are deadlocked 4 apiece here. It's a quick race to 3. Still anybody's match. Makes the 1, punts the 5. Unfortunately catches the wrong side of the 5 ball. 5 going up, joining the 9 ball in covering up the 2 ball. The 1 rail kick just past the side pocket, perhaps a touch of inside. Still have to be cautious of the cue ball going off the 2 ball, scratching into that top right-hand corner. No such thing. If they sell chicken fingers and fries and all that stuff, pizza is just as good as those. It's a good hit. A good hit. A good result. He'll take it. And a very, very tricky hit here for Sean. Where do you go with this? The 7 ball more or less taking away the 1 rail kick off the bottom rail here. Does he have the window between the 8, 9, 7? He must. Gonna have to really load up with some right-hand spin here, or left-hand spin. Good hit, and gets the result. Nice little rub off that 4 ball. Gets the jelly roll. Great shot there. 3 ball down to the bottom right-hand corner of the table. Cue ball back and forth. 4 looking a little tricky. Definitely has to be aware of the 10 ball and the 8 ball. Gonna have to load up the stroke here with some right-hand spin. Can't see all of the angle here that he needs on the 4, but definitely has the ability to spin this ball in. But in doing so, will connect to the top side of the 10, bringing the 8 ball into play. Yeah. And I think it was only because of that shot being as tricky as what it was. Just checking in who is in the A-side finals. 'Tis Ben Francis. And let me just check who is the other. Oh yes, Jonathan Dela Cruz. Plays the hit on the 5. Sends it up table or down table here. Still has the cut, but she's steep, and you will lose the cue ball a little bit. And where do you try to play for it? Do you try to play straight back and use the 9 ball as a stop on the cue ball? Could play it with some inside, some right-hand spin. Go 2 rails. That gets a little flirtatious. Yeah, that's exactly what he's looking at. Cue ball straight back, punch into that 9 ball. Doesn't have to overhit it, just nice pocket weight. Just looking to shove the 9 out of the way and replace that with the cue ball. Did overhit it. Rick licking his chops here. Rail first on the 5 ball. Couple rails out, 6 to the top right-hand corner. See if he just plays this straight. Looks like he's just playing straight. Straight in. Didn't really matter whether he goes rail first or straight in. Is Brady still in? Yeah, he is in the top 4 on the B side. So there's this match. Rick Glenn, Sean McKay. And then Brady Golan taking on Jonathan Sampson is your other B-side match happening right now. That score, 5-4, Mr. Sampson still leading over Mr. Golan. Tasha, you should get in the car. Come on down. Well, let's first see that Rick gets through. And definitely if Rick gets through this match, then of course jump in the car, come on down. Taking the lead back once again with the deposit of that 10 ball. Once again, we are final day broadcasting the Fall Classic here at the Leather Pocket. We started off, I believe, with 58 players. It was 10 ball on the 9-foot tables, race to 9. B-side, or the one-loss side, went to the 7-foot diamond tables, race to 7. That is currently what we are watching now is the B-side match. The money was staggered, the races are not. And we are down to the final 6 players. 'Tis break time, so we'll say once again a big thank you to DCL Labor and Contracting. The extra added money into the events, the same as Nick's Q Innovations. Mr. Nick, we greatly appreciate it, same as Ben DeWolf from DCL. Always involved, great supporters of the events that we have going on here in Calgary. We are a very blessed group, not only in Calgary, but almost anywhere that you go within Alberta. Edmonton being another hot spot of talented players. Brady looking down the neck of a 9 ball, but really tough 10 ball here, and hangs the 9. That will put Mr. Sampson on the hill, leading 6-4 over Brady Golan. Welcome, Mr. Backyard Billiards, or Mrs. Backyard Billiards. Appreciate it. So I'll do my best to keep you up to date on what happens there between Brady Golan and Jonathan Sampson. Rick looking to extend the lead here, put himself on the hill. Ball made, I think it was the 9 ball. Oh, does he go? I think there may be a 2-way that allows him to attempt this 110. Definitely looking at it. I'd be hitting this with a little bit of left-hand spin. Just like this, for just in case. But a free swing to put himself on the hill. And leaving Sean McKay. Rather difficult shot. Might be able to cue in full on this, but the bridge is really hampered. Both from the 4 and the 5 ball. 1 rail kick. Great hit. Does he get the result? Not the one he's looking for. With the angle, Rick has to cut this 1 ball. I believe he gets to cue full in. I don't think he'll be hampered here by the 10 ball. However, shaping up the 2 could be a little difficult. He's going to pop forward. Try to push that 2 down there. Very nice. 3 ball also in a difficult position. The 1 bank is on. I think that's what he's looking at now, is the window to bank the 3. Tricky little out to put himself on the hill and in commanding lead of the match. If I'm Rick, I'd much rather have it as a 6-4 versus 5-5. Sean McKay having the exact opposite mindset. Sitting dead perfect on that 3 ball bank. Hopefully he can kind of use some left-hand spin and get himself underneath for the 4 ball. Also, potentially a 2-way if he can avoid hitting that 4. Doesn't even need to do that. Drills it and sitting perfect on the 4. This is now duck soup from here. Couple of key banks, courtesy of Mr. Rick Glenn. Key moments in this match has kept him not only in it, but now with potentially putting himself on the hill and in the driver's seat. Smooth. A little bit shy, a little short. Looks a lot easier on camera than what this does with me staring down at it live. That is a nasty little back cut. But to the heart of the pocket will work every single time. Really, really nicely run rack there from Rick. As predicted, onto the hill he goes, commanding lead over the match. Still can't count out Sean McKay. He's looking to pounce on any mistake, capitalize on any opportunity to keep himself alive and in the match. Rick right now is just thinking, give me one break and run. That is all I need. Between Jonathan Brady now looking to go 6-5 with the clearance at the table that Brady's at right now. Wide open spaces for sure. I don't see any reason. Look at this. What a way to end this match. 1-10 combination for the win for Rick Glenn. Oh no, golden opportunity. Sean jumps out of his chair. Can't believe that he gets to actually get a shot at this table. Even though he's got to jump over the 3-ball. Golden opportunity here for Rick. Or was a golden opportunity. And that just tells you how tight these pockets are here on the diamond tables. And a difficult out here for Sean. Especially being a left-handed shooter, makes this jump shot a lot more difficult. Going to use the bridge instead. Going to have to avoid the 10 if he makes this. Wow. What a shot. That right there is exactly how you capitalize on an opportunity. Was not looking good after Rick missed that 110. Stuck Sean behind that 3-ball. Took advantage big time. So we'll see if Sean likes the cut on this 3. That is a steep cut. Or if he wants to try to play the bank shot. She's a little steep. I would think to cut that and get shape where he was pointing. The safe play did not get there. I think Rick has full full capability here to make this 3-ball. Might need a little bit of left-hand spin here just to throw that 3-ball in. Overcut it. Gets second place prize though. Yeah, that's about all that Sean could do. Doesn't mind it even being snuggled up to the 6. Can't quite tell if the 6 is actually impeding him or not on this 3. The cue ball is just a touch ahead down table of that 6-ball, but I'm fairly sure that the cue ball and the 6-ball are married. No, he's cueing straight into it. Very patient, really nice shot. I do believe that Sean can see the outside edge of this 3-ball. Getting down, giving it the one-eyed wink. Yeah, he is calling it. Dangerous. Very, very dangerous. It does bring in the top right-hand corner here. I think he might be better served to bank, at least in my opinion. I think the bank shot here, well, I guess it depends on how much of it he can see. Not being down there, not being able to see what he can see. They are looking for a ref. They looked at me and unfortunately, I can't do it. Stephanie Toy sitting in as the ref on this one. Thomas, how are you? Tuning in again from Germany. Appreciate you tuning in. Great shot. Great shot. Terrible result for Mr. McKay. But a phenomenal shot. Great hit on the 3 first, most certainly. But Rick looking to close escrow here and has every bit of ability to do it. 4-ball, 6 top left, a hit and stick. Pocket weight cut on the 7. 9, 10 all into the same pocket. Doing well, Thomas, as always. I don't think he's got to get fancy at all here. Nice little hit and stick. Touch of a draw, even fine. Nothing to do. Pocket weight, make the 7. Auto shape the 9. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Whew. I thought he might have hit that with a little bit of right hand just to keep it away from that chance. Going to make no mistake here on this 10 ball to close escrow on the match. Rick Glenn getting the job done. 7-4 over Sean McKay to advance. Keeping himself alive. Great job. What a great match that was. A little bit of battle back and forth. Slugfest. And that coming down to that last shot, that could have, out of Sean, that could have gone either way. He hit it perfect. Got really unlucky that it scratched there. If that doesn't scratch, we may be at 6-5. Sean's break could go to 6-6. But Rick getting the job done nonetheless. With that being said, we will be back. It is your A-side finals coming up next. Don't go far. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. A finals up next.